Yeah, no, I've got it. I know where I'm going to put it in there, mate. Straight in there, seamless. Yeah?
What we do here is go back.
You happy?
Back.
Yeah, it's all look good.
The smallest fish off the day.
Foxes never quit!
Well done, mate. Hello and welcome to episode 2 of AD365, our blog piece. I don't really know where to get started, so to give myself a bit of thinking time, because there's been that much going on, I'm going to announce, those of you, thank you so much for watching the first episode. We launched a little competition to name this shed, tackle den. We didn't really have a name for it. I am pleased to announce, with a very carpy Yorkshire tea drum roll, that the winner, or the chosen winner, was T. Campez, very Mexican, who has come up with the name Catcher's Corner. So this set is now officially named Catcher's Corner. Thank you very much. T. Campez, please ping me a PM on Facebook and we will sort you out with a prize. Great name, big ups, good shout out. To compliment AD365, I might have said that we had to come up with some sort of hand gesture for it, as a joke, while I was rambling on the last episode. Now, the lads being the lads have come up with a hand gesture. Do I really have to do it here, yeah? So I've got to do this hand gesture. I've got dodgy hair, a big nose, and now a hand gesture. Do you know what I mean? Like, nothing's in my favour here. So AD365 now, for all you cool kids on the bank, is represented by this following hand gesture. A, D, 3, wait, 6, 5. So that is the hand gesture. I've got the embarrassment factor over and I'm going to crack on with everything Angling Direct related that's happened in the past few months. It's been mega busy. To be fair, it's an absolute whirlwind and I can't pick out what went on. So I've got the help of some notes, as always. And I'm going to go through exactly what has gone on in the world of Angling Direct. I'm going to start, as if by pure magic, with these beautiful productions, the Advanta catalogues. Now, we don't do things by halves at Angling Direct, so an absolute, what only can be classed as a shipment of these bad boys came into HQ. We're all loaded off the monster lorry that we're on and they were out everywhere. So please, 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 if you haven't seen a copy, go into one of our stores, go and grab yourself one so you can see the extensive range of items that we've got from course, carp, everything else. Big up to the guys at HQ for all their hard work and everybody who contributed towards that, because it is a massive bit of work and a lot of work that's gone into it. So make sure you guys check it out, have a look at all the items, and well done to the team for producing that bad boy. Mini round of applause. Probably couldn't go through this piece without mentioning Black Friday and Christmas. The last episode 1 of AD365 was prior to all that. Me having never experienced a proper Black Friday, I've experienced Christmas before, but never Black Friday, was amazed at the level of things that kicked off during Black Friday. So I have no idea, like figures, amount of items or whatever, that's all still being calculated of what we sold, but there were some great deals. There was a lot of support on the lives that we did. It got so mad that it may have affected some members of the Angling Direct team, specifically a certain shop member, quite drastically.
Good afternoon, guys. Here we are, Angling Direct Lincoln, ready for the Black Friday weekend. I'm going to put you some special deals on. We've got tracker club. Whoa! Signet birching pole. Let's put you a deal on that. 12 metre, no worries. JRC cradle. Nash cradles. What else we got here? Sanctuary oval crib. Not a pro. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yes, okay then. Oliver here's just netted himself a Fox winter suit at a top price. Come and see us, guys.
Yeah, so moving on from that madness, the rest of Black Friday ran as well as it possibly could. We were really happy with everything, happy with all the support. Thank you so much for choosing to shop with us and take advantage of those deals. And thanks for making it a pretty memorable and mega Black Friday for me. Pretty hard to see sort of it topping it next year, but we'll try. So Black Friday, mega. Christmas, I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas. We certainly did. A nice bit of downtime, a wee bit of fishing in between here and there, but all good. And then, as quick as you know it, we're into the new year. And things have ramped up majorly in terms of our filming content in the new year. We have got loads more work in terms of AD which this is on, that you can see. We've got our Match Masterclass series. Our first episode is fishing popped up bread on a commercial. Yeah, mega angling from Stephen. So you can check that out, get yourself some tips so you can catch some fish during the colder months on some bread. We also did a run through of Angling Direct Norwich. Now, Stephen may have formerly worked for Angling Direct Norwich, so you can't see it on the film, but his hands might be cuffed behind his back, having to pay compliments heavily to the store. I'm joking, nah. He filmed it, he went through the store, run down the line and everything that's in store. You can watch that just to sort of give you an idea of what the Norwich store has to offer for you guys that are looking maybe in the local area or further afield to go in and buy some tackle. In terms of Advanta filming, there's been some new rods, the RVS rods, that Stephen has been out testing chub fishing. And it was lovely chubbly by all accounts. I'm looking over there because he's over there. Happy with the rods and caught plenty of chub, which is all good because if you go out to test a rod and you don't catch anything, probably not the best test, is it? And then there's also some new Discovery CX4 and CX5 sleeping bags and covers, which Stephen has very lovingly modelled whilst cuddling a small pillow nestled inside those warm sleeping bags for every housewife's entertainment, I feel. So look out for those on AD365. He's making me laugh over it. Our main specimen man, Phil Spinks. I think Phil should have an alias, mate. I don't think Phil should just be Phil Spinks. He needs like something big up in the middle there because he's so good. Anyway, he's been out catching monster chub. So look out for that video as well. And we've also got a new series of quick bites. By quick bites, I don't mean getting your little rods out and going to catch a tiddler from the canal. I mean quick short clips to give you some tips about your fishing. Such things as making cheesed paste and adding oil to your dead baits. All little quick tips that you can watch so you're not listening to a man with a big nose and dodgy hair drone on for hours. It's nice and quick and it will help in your angling. So check them out as well. Moving on. Environment Agency Tagging Day, it says here. Stephen and Chris, our resident Angling Direct couple, went down to somewhere on the Broads, I've not got the specifics of where, but tagging pike to basically have a look at numbers of the pike and basically the Broad system and how healthy it is. And they had a great day. We also got to look at sort of how the EA conduct their work in the local area and the good things they're doing towards sort of managing the fishery that is the Broads and assessing how healthy it is. So massive shout out to the Environment Agency. Thank you very much for letting us come along. Okay, prior to Christmas, I believe it was, on the lives, I was trying to think of a species that would take on the Mark Pitcher's fox mantle of the word carpy. Now, grayling's been done, perch has been done, so I went for dace.
The new carpy, non-carpy, it was perch, wasn't it?
They went to grayling.
It went to grayling.
Dace.
Dace, you've heard it here first. Before like Fox or anybody else get a hold of it, mate, dace.
You might think the humble dace is a sort of a throwaway species in the grand scheme of things, but being a hardened carp angler, when those bites get hard to come by in the winter, dace are the new carpy. To prove that, we decided to have a dace race. Now, it's got to be a serious species for me, A, to get myself out of bed in Manchester at 3 a.m. in the morning.
It's 3:15 a.m. on Wednesday, the 20th of December, in not so sunny Manchester. And I'm off. There can only be one species that drives a man to leave a warm family home at ridiculous o'clock in December. Forget Terry Hearn and Mary. Forget Roy Allen and the Tatton Common. Hassan Khan, Angling Direct, and the Dace. Been baiting up for weeks. Now's the time. Wish me luck.
And go all the way to the River Wentham in Lemwade. It's also got to be a pretty mega species for me to decide to wade into a river during what can only be described as a miserable, cold Norfolk day.
Are you prepared?
I think mentally I'm prepared, physically I'm not sure, mate, if I'm honest. I'm on the edge.
Are you ready to get in the cold water of the River Wentham?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure if the contract I've signed with Angling Direct sort of permits me to be in water below sort of 20 degrees, but I'll do it as it's Christmas.
Are you concerned that the river could be deeper?
Why are you asking me these, like, hardcore pressing questions, mate?
So I decided to do that. Now, I thought, I've given it the big one. Dace are the new carpy. Catch one dace, job done. When I got to the Wentham, I was met by Chris, Stephen and Ollie, who managed to turn it into some sort of weird competitive race.
The first time you're ever going to hear this, size does not matter. All right? It is a straight race to 20 days.
I'm all about the specimens, do you know
So
what
it's
I mean?
between you two.
Don't get me wrong, I'm buzzing about catching some dace, but I find out that I'm competing against what can only be described as Mr. Ollie Harper, aka the daciest angler in dace history.
I'm favourite. I'm on home turf.
Are you going to
But I'm confident. Well, I've got I've got the gear. I've got the disgorger, so I won't have to get out of the bank because I've got everything prepared. Maggots in a pouch, towel, catty, disgorger. I've even got a little pouch in my waders here with more hook to nylons. When he snaps up on a chub, I might not offer him all the spare kit. So
The guy screamed dace. I think he even had a bum bag on. And I thought, I'm going to get absolutely slaughtered here. So we stepped into the river, we started fishing. Before we knew it, I'm like 15-6 down. Struggling's not the word.
Tested the shot pattern and his angle.
It's what we call the old helicopter rig, mate. If you spin your hook length around enough times, what tends to happen is the dace sort of hypnotise themselves and just jump out into your keep net. So, mate, I've had a right shocker here. I think this is what you get, Chris, from trying to pull a sneaky one on Mr. Dace, but I'm out, boys.
There was some sort of talk of a forfeit, and I'm thinking, I've driven 4.5 hours. Yeah, I've caught a few dace, I'm pretty happy, some pretty big uns, as well as a few trout and chub and stuff. But I'm going to get punished for the rest of my visits to Norfolk if I can't pull something out of the bag. So, through no sort of stroke pulling, just pure angling genius, and the lads that you can't see are nodding here just to appreciate the genius.
Cool Daceology magazine, mate, it's kicking off. I've got the Mary of the dace world, mate.
This looks like better fish.
So it's a known dace, this one.
Known one.
Black spot.
that's my target.
Split tail, black
It is,
spot.
it's my target for the year. Don't mess up the netting.
Actually, that is a decent
Mate, that's black spot. That is black spot.
I've managed to come back to sort of 15 all. He's been plagued by roach or something on his spot. I'm not really bothered. I'm fishing the inside line and I've managed to catch 20 days to his 15. He's caught no more after being 15-6 up. And being a Leicester fan, I think I've given it the like Foxes Never Quit line or something.
The smallest fish of the day.
Foxes never quit!
Well done, mate. That is tiny.
I've never been so happy to see a micro dace in my net before, ever. Bragging rights, I don't think he's actually done the forfeit, so what you need to do is come up with some sort of forfeit for Ollie to do because he lost He gave it the big and he had all the gear, no idea. I've managed to comprehensively beat him. So he needs to do a forfeit. So please, in the comments, pop down what forfeit you want to do. We'll make him do it and film it and put it on the next AD365 piece. So that was mega. That's where this lovely snap here comes from. Yeah, I think Dace model might be my future, mate. I think that's pretty Dace/Carpi. So that was brilliant. I really enjoyed filming that. And on a serious note, the Wensum, yeah, was mega. Some really good fishing. A load of fish we caught that day, and in a pretty short period of time, which was good because it was absolutely Baltic. In terms of our other anglers doing the business, you may or may not have seen Phil Spinks. As again, I said he needs an alias, he needs a middle name. Phil the man? Phil, I don't know. Anyway, he's caught a monster pike from Chew that was a couple of ounces short of £30.
Closest you can get to £30. A beautiful red on a Spinks is superb, isn't it?
29.40.
Quality. Oh, hello, she's off.
And he's also caught a massive chub from the river.
Here it comes. No. Proper result, that one. An ounce over £6. A real thick set, chunky chub.
Well done, Phil. Flipping over in my seamless newsreader style. Justin Grapes as well has also landed a number of big chub and perch. So well done as well to you, Justin. Brilliant angling. The weather hasn't been spot on this year, but those guys have sort of tested their angling pedigree and managed to still produce some results. So well done. Myself and Ollie, even though he's recovered from the bitterness and the heavy defeat that was the Dace race, went down to Nash HQ at the beautiful, well, Church Lake. Cops Lake had been drained, but the Church Lake and the Nash HQ, we went down there to have a look at some of their new products. We got taken on a whistle-stop, non-expense paid tour of the Church Lake and also the new Nash Titan Hide bivvy, which by chance is available to pre-order on the Angling Direct website. Mike Wilson, aka I Don't Miss a Day in the Gym, took us on a beautiful tour of the Titan Hide and all the features. We got some really nice footage of it.
Yeah. Right, so as Hassan said, he's popped down today. We've come up the church, set a hide up. I'm just going to run you guys through a few of the features. So first of all, the main thing you'll notice is the real slanted front. The reason behind that is we wanted to do it because it hasn't got a peak like the original Titan bivvies. We wanted to give you cover. So that means also with a flat back, you can get your bed chair right to the back of the hide, and it gives you plenty of cover from any driving wind and rain. You've got these extended side wings, which give you again a lot more cover, so you can tuck your rucksack behind them or other bits and bobs, cook your dinner behind them, for example, and the wind's not going to blow your kettle. And then other features such as 44-inch pack down, so really nice, compact, fits perfectly well with the scope concept. You've got literally weighs 4 kilos without any ground sheet, any front, anything like that, and it comes as a standard, just the shell. And as accessories, you can buy a zip-on waterproof front, which I'll show you in a minute, a zip-on mosquito front, an overwrap, and a heavy-duty ground sheet. So you can build your Titan Hide to how you want.
We also had a look at the new Nash, let me get this the right way around, Nash Pinpoint hook range. Now, we had a really good chat with the brainchild of Pinpoint, who has now joined Nash, Mark Vusen. Starting with the hook patterns, Mark.
Yes.
Can you talk us through the range of hooks that you've got, or that you've developed and that you're working on those existing patterns with?
Sure. To start with, we kept all the beloved patterns like the Fang Axe and the Twister and the Chop Twister. We absolutely saw no sense in changing too much about them. No, sure. We just gave them a slight makeover.
We had a really nice chat with regards to his specialism, which is all about hooks and their sharpness and carp fishing, and all the sort of technology and stuff that he's integrated into the new Nash Pinpoint hooks. So in terms of the existing patterns, the material is different, so it's lighter and, as you said, stronger.
Yes.
And also, with all your expertise from Pinpoint and now you joining Nash, obviously they're sharper off the shelf. Is that correct to say?
That is absolutely correct to say. As you felt it for yourself,
Yeah, they are.
It's quite impressive.
Yeah.
It's quite impressive.
Razor sharp. As an avid hook sharpener myself, I wouldn't actually sharpen these. I'd just take one straight out of the packet and off I go, and I'd be more than happy with that. He talked us through all the hook patterns that will be available on the Angling Direct website, and he also talked about the new hook sharpening kits, which allow you to make those already razor sharp hooks even sharper. So that will be absolutely mega. Moving on to the Tracker trade show. Tracker, the lovely lads from Tracker, Aqua and Signet treated us to a very nice little trade show to show us all the new products they're launching in 2018. And we got to sample all the various items that they're bringing out, and some really new and exciting products, as always, from the Cypher group of brands. All available on Angling Direct and our website, also in store. I should really mention stores more, I feel, as well. As always, materials and performance, brilliant, and they're set to be absolute bestsellers and winners. So look out for the new offerings from Tracker, Aqua and Signet. In stores, I've seamlessly linked, not that I've looked at my notes there, you didn't see my head scan down, I've seamlessly linked to in-store. In-store, 2 absolutely colossal opening or grand opening days. I've been to a few open days at stores, and these 2, one at Angling Direct Sheffield and one at Angling Direct Stoke, were absolutely fantastic. Not only were they well attended, but they had an absolute plethora of angling celebrities and superstars. I'm just going to emphasise the word plethora for somebody that said that I might not be able to get it into this little piece. Plethora.
I'll give you a pound if you can fit that in.
I'll get plethora in there. Yeah, no, I've got it. I know where I'm going to put it in there, mate. Straight in there, seamless. Yeah? Angling Direct Sheffield, we had a range of superstars. We had the Tracker Boys, we had, let me think, we had Andy Mitten, we had the Daiwa ProRex team, the Shimano boys down, we had Kev Hewitt tying up PVA bags. It was absolutely unbelievable, and Nick, the store manager, did an absolute brilliant service to every customer on the day, sorted out some goodie bags, some prizes, some internal competitions that were going on. And as always, I decided to cover it, spoil it, mar the day with some dodgy live videos.
Nick, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. I've seen a lot of faces I already know, obviously, but we've done a lot of work, so we're finally finished, and I'd like to welcome you all in. So,
a cheer.
Enter.
Guys, get yourselves inside. Kids are out as well. Nice one, mate. You've done well there, haven't you? All right, lads. Morning. Morning. Done well in the cold. No shout outs. It's very bleak, like, you know what I mean? What we had 2 minutes past 8. See you in there, guys and girls.
Moving on to Angling Direct Stoke, our newest store that opened on the Saturday the 27th of January, etched in my memory. Again, a ridiculously mega day. I was overwhelmed by the uptake of the amount of people that came out.
Morning everybody, welcome to a wet, slightly cold Stoke, but I'm not going to complain because I'm in a t-shirt. The queue is already pretty mega. We've got about 4 minutes before we officially open. I'm going to scan you around the glorious car park, which is behind me. It's already pretty full, there's still cars pulling in, and bless, some people have been here since 6:30. I'm going to go down the queue, give me a shout out. If you don't want to be on camera, just duck out or keep your back to me if you don't want to be on camera. So this is round the side of Angling Direct Stoke. I'm going to try not to get run over on a live. Morning, morning all.
Morning.
Morning. A few cheerful faces. Bless them, it is wet. I'm in a t-shirt, it is wet. People have been out here since ridiculous o'clock. Nearly got run over, avoided it. Morning everybody. Morning. Just a shout out, morning. We've got a couple of minutes before we open, but that is the side of the shop. I reckon, as a conservative estimate, there's probably about 200 odd people waiting to get in, which is absolutely brilliant. Shout out to anybody who's in the queue who might be watching this. We've got a ribbon up, we're about to cut it. Matt's going to pick somebody out, I think. Morning, everybody. Morning. Oh, big more. Look at the cheery section of the crowd. I found it. Round the side, they're a little bit more conservative and held back. Do you know what I mean? This is proper.
It was unbelievably well attended, brilliantly well organised. We had Simon Crowe and the Nash boys demonstrating the hide, as well as some Nash bait. We had Martin Clark signing his book, Heads Down, Tails Up. We had Lee Mozza Morris. We even got a special guest appearance by Scott Lloyd. Stoke resident sort of hero, Ian McMillan, was also down there from Shimano. It was an amazing day. I was overwhelmed by the end of it. Absolutely shattered, talked to so many people. It was brilliant to see you all, and I can't emphasise enough or thank enough the people of Stoke and further afield that came out to support that event, because it was, yeah, so well attended. So well done to those two stores, and thank you to everybody who came along. That is pretty much where we're up to in the ensuing period, period between episode 1 and the completion of episode 2 right here, right now. Thank you to everybody again for watching episode 1. I hope you found it enjoyable and not just some lad waffling at you, strange hand gestures. Remember the hand gesture, AD. You don't have to say AD, I'm doing it to remember. AD3, 6, if you're not from Norfolk, 5, 3, no, 6, 3, 5, you nailed it. And keep supporting these. Leave your comments on the forfeits. Don't forget that, please, because we really want to make him do it. And I will see you again soon with another episode of AD365. Maybe another AD sort of TV production. Who knows? Thank you for watching. See you soon. Wow.